Big love to the couch commanders first, the rest of you relax. Hasan has just been banned on Twitch. This time it's because he couldn't help but be anti-Semitic and violate a rule that was specifically made for him in the past. Asmongold has responded, claiming Hasan hides behind the word. Hasan's definitely not a terrorist friend is back crashing out on Twitter trying to support Hasan, his very good friend. People have brought up several other reasons he should have been banned in the past and continue to call out Twitch. Hasan is crashing out on Twitter claiming that Twitch is right-wing because they banned him for 7 days. Hasan has responded claiming he's actually the #1 person combating anti-Semitism. You can't make this up. Hasan is now going live on YouTube and makes the exact same violation again. Subscribe to Fire. Ultimate Gooning Lord Dan Clancy from Twitch. You're gone for about as long as Hasan's Twitch ban lasts. Let's up those numbers. Now let's begin. Right, so Hasan has finally been banned on Twitch. Truly a great start to 2026. Now this is his 7th ban on Twitch, right? Surely it's going to be a perma ban, right? How much copium am I actually huffing right now? Let me know. But anyways, here we have the clip that got him banned. Hasan goes on a rant about people who think he's obsessed with Israel, calling them rabid ultra-Zionist things. For context, this is Hasan's daily Israel rant, basically hallucinating it in his morning cereal. He was talking about the protest in Minnesota and somehow brought up Israel and violated the exact rule Twitch created because of him. Twitch's rules say they prohibit the use of terms that may not be harmful in isolation, but can be used as a slur to denigrate others. A loud example, Zionist settlers keep encroaching Palestinian borders. Prohibited, Zionist, used as the name of an animal. Yet Hasan keeps violating this again and again. People say Twitch will just ignore it. Last time someone suggested turning Twitch rules into bingo and marking what's already been broken, they got downvoted into oblivion. Yet Hasan keeps violating this again and again. People say Twitch will just ignore it. Last time someone suggested turning Twitch rules into bingo and marking what's already been broken, they got downvoted into oblivion. You can hear the hatred in his voice. People say he wanted to say Jew instead of Zionist, but knows he has to keep up the charade for the sake of his career. There are so many instances of him pushing the boundaries to the point where it becomes obvious. Here's his list of bans from 2019 to 2026. 7 bans total, and the longest one was 7 days. Every time he acts like it's the end of the world, when it looks more like a planned vacation. Asmongold responds, saying it's wild that this is what finally got Hasan banned after all the other stuff he said. Adin Ross reacts and celebrates the ban. People joke about how this is classic Hasan, blaming everything on Israel, bringing it up in every situation. Others say he hides behind words to avoid being labeled anti-Semitic. Some say no ban matters until it's permanent. People argue that if this were anyone else, they'd already be gone from the platform. Ethan responds, saying the rule was made because of Hasan and he still can't control himself. He says this isn't about suppressing voices, it's about someone who keeps breaking the rules. Hasan goes on Twitter and claims it's censorship and says Twitch is right-wing. Critics respond by saying it has nothing to do with politics and everything to do with him breaking platform rules. Los Pollos responds, joking that someone DM'd him saying, the terrorist is banned, and he immediately knew who they were talking about. He says Hasan will be unbanned anyway. Hasan fires back, calling people racist and claiming he's being targeted because he's pro-Palestinian. He says there should be shame and stigma about calling him a terrorist. Others respond by saying it has nothing to do with race or religion and everything to do with the groups and ideas he supports. More creators list other reasons they think Hasan should have been banned before, including playing propaganda, encouraging violence, and interviewing controversial figures on stream. They argue this was just a PR move by Twitch to look good to advertisers. Hasan claims Twitch only banned him to please sponsors and outside pressure groups. He says despite everything, Twitch still lets him stream when it matters. Critics respond by saying Twitch protects him more than anyone else and that banning him permanently would bring positive attention to the platform. Hasan says he'll keep speaking truth to power and calls himself a voice for the voiceless. He tells his audience not to be afraid and claims they have the numbers. Critics mock this, saying most people don't agree with him and that he's just playing the victim again. Finally, Hasan announces he'll be streaming on YouTube during the ban. He goes live and doubles down on the same statements that got him banned on Twitch. And that's where things stand.